was all that I was ever shown. Questioning who sees behind these eyes. Maybe if I find a reason that lies beyond the seasons, I'd ask if reality was ever for me. Stood in front of me, would I believe he'd ask me to take a seat, pour us a drink and show me all I could be?
Good afternoon, everyone. Hello. So first of all, I just want to say thank you so much for joining this career talk regarding interior design. And this is also part of USC SAFAD. Thank you very much for that. And I would like to introduce myself. I'm Marian Villa. I am actually a graduating fourth year student. So hi guys, it's really nice to meet everyone. Before we all begin and before I introduce all the speakers today, I just wanna set the vibe. I wanna set the atmosphere of like, for everyone to just be open. I want everyone to just, you guys can on your mics, you can on your videos, you can do whatever you want. Our speakers today are just open people as well. We wanna have fun with you guys, and we just don't want you guys to feel like you're limited within the space. Set the atmosphere as if we're actually all together. We're in an auditorium. You can ask questions anytime you guys want. So if you guys also don't want to on your videos, you can chat all the questions that you want. So let's begin. So I hope you're all excited. So first off, one of my good friends, I want to introduce Miss IDR Andrea Vergara. So she's an interior designer for HURRAY Interior Design Group and does graphic design and illustrations on the sidelines for startup businesses. So this is her sideline during this quarantine season. So she's actually currently filled with a house of creatives and entrepreneurs and especially foodies. So Dre, I heard you have a lot of good food at home. Like watching your Instagram stories is life. Chica, you're on mute, Dre.
Hi, Mar. Can you hear me?
Hi. Yes,
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Daghan may food sa house, but I'm not the chef. They're my siblings, my mom. So yeah, we run like a little food business on the side during this
So
this
can you,
pandemic.
Chica, what are those food businesses? I'm pretty sure you also have like the interior design business as well. The coasters?
Oh yeah, that's my sister. So we design like she designs bespoke resin art. So
okay, wow.
if you follow my Instagram page, we could redirect you to those pages. So we have 11. We also have cookies, lasagna,
Cookies.
and it's like random food.
So who doesn't love cookies, guys? So you guys can actually follow up the Instagram 11ph, and they also have cookies. You can follow Andrea on her Instagram. All her businesses are there as well, and you can contact her for graphic design and also other interior stuff as well. So next, who's not excited? Yep, Co plus Co cookies. It's so yummy. So hit them up. So next, our next speaker, another one of my great friends. So Sir Andre Chan, he's a visual artist. He loves abstract painting. He loves abstract painting, guys, and also sculpting. If you guys also follow him on Instagram, he has wonderful paintings. Like, it's really inspiring to see him paint. So he's also, after dropping out of school, he was hired as account executive designer at KENNETHCOBONPUE at the age of 19. Wow, isn't that amazing? At the age of 19. So he's a very ambitious yet very hopeful person. And I love how passionate of a person he is. So hi, Andre. Introduce
Hello.
yourself.
Thank
How
you
are
so much,
you?
Marian, for the introduction. I really appreciate it. And I would like to greet everyone here, no? Na, sus, kadaghan na to dire. Bisaya ako ang comfortable na language, so Bisaya ko, no? So, Bisaya ang tatanang dire. So, no, sus, napadid akong boss. Duha ka boss, si KENNETHCOBONPUE og si Jules. So, pressure kayo, no? Nata sa auditorium nila. So, just wanna share that feeling, no? Na thrilling kayo. So, mora siya. So, I'm really glad also to speak with my very good friend Andrea Vergara. No,
Great.
she's my idol son. No, so
Idol sa tika.
Mga luditas malus. Anyway.
Pwede mag-onta sa tong videos kita tanan,
Yes,
no?
exactly,
Kay murag
guys.
ganahan ko na murag auditorium ta dire. Kay murag wa ko'y makitang naong.
Let's
Okay,
not be
kana.
shy.
Sige,
Ayun.
let's
I like
be
the face of
interactive.
Bianca
Okay?
Razabal.
I just
Turn on your cameras, your beautiful faces, no? Do not be
Please.
afraid, be confident, no?
Sige.
Okay, good. Sige.
Sige, let's begin. Maka-share screen. Okay.
I can start now.
Yes, you can.
Okay, so I'll just share my screen. Okay, so again, hi everyone, and thank you for your time and joining this session. So I'm gonna be talking about like bits of my experience and my learnings in design, and like designers adapting in this changing world, this changing reality. So like I hope that we could connect in this moment, and especially to our main audience, which is the interior design cluster of USC. So let's talk about the things that that would pique your interest. If you have questions, you can just like type lang ninyo sa chat box. Okay, mag-chika-chika lang ta after ani. So hello, and by the way, as Marian introduced me, I work full-time at HURRAY Design, and then lately I've been accepting like commissions for helping out in startup businesses, like simple like, graphic design work, and also commissions for some painting stuff. So I've been doing more of that during my free time. So to start, I can do just a little quick backstory. So back then when I was like about to graduate high school, I was 15, 16. Fun fact is all of my relatives wanted me to take medicine for some reason, and they kept convincing me, and it almost convinced me, but I guess I'm drawn lang dyan more to the idea of designing. So this statement here, this quote is something that my tita said with like a frown on her face. So like, ano interior design, ano yan, anak? So like, I guess it felt weird to me receiving that response, because I think it was like the first time na I felt a gap like that I needed to bridge with how someone viewed my purpose and how I view my purpose. So and so that was kind of like a moment of clarity, wanting to bridge that gap. So moving on, eventually I took interior design in 2013, and like the photo you're looking at is a year after that. So it's my first year in college, first of many late nights, mga stressful nights, and very purposeful nights. So yeah. Eventually I took interior design. Moving forward, I think like growing up, coping up with stress was a lot of like soul searching. So like fancy terms sa kanang naglaag-laag, going to places, meeting people. So like when I was learning more to be independent, my dad and my mom like to train me about this thing called situational awareness. So he liked to give me this exercise that goes a little like this. So you go through a door and you try entering a room for 5 seconds. Any room. Are the photos loading?
Wala, actually. It's like...
Can do that again.
Maybe you have the photos like in a different folder.
Let's try that again.
Pop quiz, guys. What have you learned so far?
Technical difficulties.
Sorry, guys, for the technical difficulties. Sige, we'll make chika, we'll make chat. So, Andre, how's your life lately? What's going on? What's updated with you? What are you doing recently right now?
So I've been working from home, no? Been painting, been working from home sa Kenneth, no? So di man ta kailangan mo gawas karon, no, kay kuyaw mo kaayo. So kanang I'm just grateful na nag-work from home karon, no? So mo na ako ang mga gipang paminaw karon na grateful gyapon. Balag na lockdown ta, but di ma-lockdown
So
na tong utok. Yes.
Exactly.
Guys, sorry Kai. I'm just loading my screen again.
No problem. Yung imong paintings, Andre, like where does your paintings usually come from?
Ako inspiration.
Yes.
I'm a very
If you can share
straightforward.
screen, you can share screen. Show people if you want to show people like how amazing your
I think let's
art
reserve
is.
that for later, no? Okay, para ma-reserve na tong
I'm
energy.
excited for that.
But anyways, no, I'm a very straightforward person. So most of my inspiration come from social interaction, my reaction to a certain thing, no? So unsa ra jud masud sa ko utok, mao na. This what mo ray makita, mao ray pud makuha. So ingana. So
Okay na.
okay na. All right.
So let's get back on track.
Hope it's okay na. Then we'll just try again if it's dili na sa.
Okay, rewind.
It's okay na. I tested it. So going back to that, no, coping with stress and like learning to become independent. So my dad gave me this exercise called situational awareness that goes a little like this. So you enter a room, any room, and then you stay there for 5 seconds, no, and then after that you exit the room with the details you remember. So he taught that to me as a tip for traveling and for life, which I think is actually useful, you know, being situationally aware. So ako, my friends can attest to that na ako ka na medyo danghag ko na tao, like I can be carelessly unaware. So I had to learn this very slowly, but I love that little mind game because like in a slightly more romantic way, the thing that my dad and my mom taught me made me see some way else. So I was able to find like nuances or distinctions in ordinary objects with respect to their design, with respect to their time, with respect to their materiality and their place. And that was anywhere I go. So slowly I was like growing my consciousness as a designer. So I think like when you're experiencing spaces, diba, like for example, you're in a coffee shop and then you catch yourself in a moment like, hala, I'm so relaxed, like I feel well and then I feel natural. I feel so efficient with my task. And then after I post din kasi Instagram, okay, feel nice. Then sometimes you wonder why you catch yourself in a moment, but the truth to that is there are like 100 design solutions hidden in plain sight. So, and as well as sources of inspiration, just hidden in plain sight in anywhere you go. So all you have to do is just have to look. So I think that's something that I picked up from that little exercise that my dad gave me. And then I apply that in my design process and my creative process early on as a student. So that's something that I'd like to share. So I graduated 2017 and then my license is, I got it in 2019. So the time between that, came mo na akong curveball sa akong life. So, well, when it happened, like, I was in shock, but like, I didn't want to rationalize it na. As soon as like the next opportunity came, I took the exam and thankfully, like, thank you, Lord, yay, I passed. And then, so yeah, delving into freelance work, I had some like wiggle room. I wanted to like, you know, enter into a real job. So I wanted to do like self-employ myself with freelance work. So it was not so long ago, and it was the start of many experiences. So I worked for a few friends. I worked for like some private clients, and so these ones that you see are like, we did some condo units for like a developer. And then, well, I think this one in particular was really challenging because we had to turn over like 30 units in 2 years. So the first one was like 6 units in 3 months, and then like when you're given that kind of like challenge, like you just have no choice but to challenge your design thinking and strategize. So super fast paced, para napuga imong utok pa. So like, yeah, we were challenging our own design thinking with relatively low budget projects. And then, so these are some photos of it. We have another cluster left to turn over, but then that's being managed now by my sister because like I already work in Manila. So basically mga gender neutral, age neutral spaces. And then I also tried doing like a resto bar, like a concept restaurant. And then more on like getting involved in schematics. And then later on, when I was more confident, I delved into like project management na and like subcontracting work. This one is a kiosk. I think like overall, I had to learn about value engineering. So value engineering is like finding a way to strategize your budget. So we learned like delivering something or like execution is actually 90% of the work. So if you think like creating that design in your imagination is the end of it all. Okay, dili jud mo 10% ra siya sa job, and then the rest is execution jud, honestly. And like the thing that I learned there is learning to manage yourself before others. So I think like you really have to understand your own creative process or your own like thought process or how you organize your mind as early as your student life. So muna siya. So in this project, I was able to work also with my sister, who is also a designer, and a few of my friends. So muna siya. So muna, understand your own kanang creative process ba. And then, so this is mine. I just like gave a general outline lang, but na pa yung mga imaginary lines around this. So this is just a general outline. So mine is understanding the context of your project, intersecting that with your programming. So context, knowing the spatial needs. Is it like institutional? Is it residential? And what are the things that you need to provide? Programming, meaning like learning the logistics, especially now sa pandemic. Eh, logistics are so different na. People are trying to be more efficient. Kay murag, you have to be productive in just one day, do a lot of things. If you can do it virtually, why not? Something like that. So part of that also design standards. Never crossing the parameters that were given. So time, the cost, the quality. And then also coming in full circle or back to your user lang dyan. So don't forget also the preferences, those little minor details that you remember she said during your last meeting. And it's really about keeping that in mind and taking notes. So user-centric design. And you know, I think also another word, mga empathetic design. So yeah, that's what I learned. And then something I also learned the hard way is having a foresight. So having a foresight meaning like you need to identify risks before they become issues. So and also managing the expectations. So the truth about construction is there's a fine line until wala na kay control, because you're just like your piece in the chessboard lang ba, and then everyone else is also contributing to that output. So you really like, I learned it the hard way. I made so many mistakes, no joke, and it's just important to practice thinking 2 steps ahead lang. Like sometimes I do it like before I go into bed. You think of even my office mates, can we dream of those mistakes or those risks? Like we dream of it and then we talk about it the next day. Like, oh my gosh, I dreamt that the bunk bed won't go through the door. Like we really had that. And then we're like, you dreamt about it? Oh my gosh. And then we realized it on site. So we had to dismantle the whole thing and figure out a way. And I even tried. I didn't dream about it. Like we were already in a turnover, and then like, wala, di siya munusot sa door. So murag, tanga-tanga ba? So muna siya. And then another thing also I think that you could learn, like your professionalism. Okay, it's when you pay attention to your relationship with the client. So money siya, client relationships. Something that my boss now, IDR Rosie Rohala, so she's the creative director, HURRAY. So she said to me that meeting a client is like a first date. So, which I think is true. So, Murag, when you meet them, like it's important na you don't put your ego first, like put your user first, especially in your project. And like don't sweat it lang. Like if you want to have that like personal touch sa output, you can still have that like without sacrificing your client's needs. It's really like you have to be creative lang dyan sa MO strategy. So that's one of the many things I learned. And then shortly after freelancing, I was invited to work for a Manila-based design firm called HURRAY Interior Design Group. So actually had my job interview on the same day sa akong induction. So where we flew into Manila. And then like I had my job interview in the morning. And then I had to take a grab to the other end of the city to like get my induction. So more seize the opportunity dyan, guys, if ever. Ayun lang pag inarating. And then one thing worth sharing also to the younger audience here is after you graduate, you have to prepare yourself for the work climate that you think you need. So for example, one office may operate differently from another office. And you can do a background study, Jude, that's important, and it should suit your strengths. So you'll be doing a lot of things there. You'll be experiencing a lot of things. So it's better na lang to start on the right foot ba. And also, you should also know what you want to learn. Para the give and take pa is like, it's like really rewarding. So you're giving something that you're confident in doing, and then also you're learning in the lane that you want to learn. So I think that's a true reward, especially when you start, your career. So I was able to work for HURRAY for 1 year until this pandemic happened. So the pandemic happened, and what now? So I think like what we're experiencing now is and they call it like uncharted waters. So we have no idea how we're managing it. Even the mga other institutions, like even schools are really like fine-tuning and making new kanang methods. So a lot of projects also in construction can compromise. So muna siya. Si Miss Jewel Oliva, IDR Jewel Oliva, she's like a mentor to many. She's our teacher before. I remember she said in our design class, she said, the world is flat. So parang now I was thinking about it, like, doesn't it resonate even louder? Like we're all looking at the world through one flat blue screen. So everyone is confined in a room. Things have changed and the demands, they have shifted, but the possibilities have stayed the same. It's just like a matter of, like rethinking your process, especially as designers. So muna siya. I think the best way to speculate lang is not to look back, but just like speculate moving forward. So if we talk about how much things have changed, well, I'm back in Mandaue City, but we were able to adjust in our company because in fairness, like we practiced work from home way before the pandemic. Like we do have that setup if we need. We have work from anywhere in a setup. So it was quick as pressing a button for us. So not ako sa Mandaue, but I'm working remotely. And then I just want to share lang how we responded to it. I think baka you can see through the process ba. So getting the office ready. So most of us are working remotely, but we have like the office ready in case lang kaya na I need na mo go sa office, kaya it's set up already, the whole process. So we apply this not also to our current projects. So part of like what you don't know, I think, yet, especially sa mga wala pa kayo sa course, wala pa hanaw kay when you're interior designing, you're also designing a system. So you're designing like the flow and the activities there in the space. So muna siya, we're doing this. We have like these are diagrams that we designed. So initially our office gets very current, like totally spaced out. We have these storage to place things, parang drop-off counter. We have sanitation stations, entrance mat, infographics even on the floor. So these are like micro or like meticulous details that will suggest an ideal behavior in the space. So you just think that sticker lang siya, but that's a design in plain sight. So reduce capacity, we also have it here. This is an actual 3D of our office. So muna ang naong sa mga office, guys. And then we have a loft here. And then we have sanitation station, reduce capacity, sanitation, okay. And then we have also the reception area. We have a protocol. And then a delivery drop-off, especially sa mga mag-deliver of samples. Okay. There's a process na ba, you can even see it in your own home na naamoy process. That's also part of it. And also designing the work experience so that the staff feel comfortable. So after the site visit, kay pauliwan lang, ana. So these are things that we do to like adapt to the crisis, but like we try our best to not compromise the creative process. So things are different, but we're still functioning as an office. And well, we've still continue doing research in HURRAY. And then I think like if we were to speculate lang, like moving forward, feel na mo on direction sa design, it's going to be more pragmatic and more adaptive. So dili na kaayo like focused on aesthetics or pagapagapa lang. So we wanted to be more sensible. So there are like goals na that are emerging na mas now we have to pay attention to like home efficiency. How efficient is your home? Like you're observing your behavior now more than ever sa balay, the things you do, and then the lighting you have, it's affecting your work. The trends, the direction also we think is like moving closer to nature. So like are here always craving for the outdoors, so people want to design like bringing the outside in, and then smart solutions. Other people are like adding like mga systems na contactless, and then homeschooling, especially for like the starting families. So sometimes diba, schools now they have like online classes, so dapat the space is school or play conducive. Flexibility to a budget, or flexibility also to the time. So like the economy now is like making us more conscious also with our expenses, because business also is affected. And then preparedness and security. So muna para like for food and beverage na industry, especially kay they're rethinking their process ba, like for example, before kay mag-abot lang ang staff ug ang customer care, and they're trying to like rethink the flow so that ang droplets kay dili mag-abot, just to be safe. And then work at home productivity. So even like people needing that wall na walay bed, like for video conferencing, home gardening opportunities, and like overall holistic wellness. So these are like, for us, like these are goals that we don't think they're design trends. Like ako, in my opinion, I don't think they're design trends. I think that they're goals na we didn't prioritize until now lang. So if it were me, like I think if the pandemic ends, like I think they should be here to stay, because I think they're sensible. And yeah, para nako, like I so mo na siya, like the learning never ends. You can always do sketching for sa mga students, but like exercise your mind, like imagining your flow. You can draw your own house if you want. Pero naman kung na kay kwarta, kayo renovate it, ba? So these are some things we do sa office, like we do research. And then, so those things I mentioned, it doesn't have to be like super technical, no? Like, because this is an art and a science, so it still can be like tastefully done. So we have like in HURRAY, we have themes, like we have mga compositions. So this one is like, for example, American classic, contemporary. This one is bold eclectic theme. This one is practical luxury. This one is our Asian contemporary theme. And then this one is our contemporary minimalist theme. Medyo uso ni na theme sa Facebook timeline. And then this is modern functional theme. So medyo modern, like bachelor style vibes. And then this is modern tropical. This is neo-traditional. And this is casual eclectic. So muna siya, like, it can be tastefully done because interior design is an art and a science. Muna siya. And while we anticipate the day, I'll leave you with a quote. So, I can't see the quote. Wait, there. Sorry, no block. So I'll leave you with a quote. So this is something that my office mate said, na fanatic kayo siya sa logo. There are 950,104,765 combinations in 6 pieces of Lego. So I think that science and rationality is not enough to explain the world. You have to be creative, and you have to get involved in the changing reality right now. So ano siya? That's all. Thank you and stay home.
That's her design, by the way. Right, Tree? You're the one who designed that.
May illustration.
Yeah, so she does illustrations, guys. It's not like just char lang. It's really, she does them. So I really love what Andrea said, Jud, no? Daghan kay kog na learn, but let's not hold our second speaker any longer. Andre Chan, are you still alive?
I'm ready.
Ready. Okay, is the crowd ready? Paningog mo, guys. Make sound.
Let's go, Andre!
Shout us. Go, Dre.
Woo!
Thank you for the support, no?
Go, Andre.
Go, Seb.
Okay. Can you see my screen? I'm sharing my
Yes.
screen right now.
Yes.
Okay.
See.
So, una sa tanan, I would like to thank Marian, no, for inviting me here. And I would like to thank everyone here, no, na ni-attend, putting their support, no, and ni-take jumog time diri. We really appreciate that. Okay, so amo ang kuan, no? Amo ang topic karon is playing a dual role, art and design during this global pandemic. Okay, no? So, musta man mo dira, no? Kay COVID ra bata karon. So COVID, dagang kay mga businesses ni slow down, even in communication, no? It's been hard, no? It's been hard for everyone. And it really affects the society. Every aspect sa imong life, from mental to work, it has made us immobile, no? Na lockdown ta, but let us evolve from it. Di ta mo lockdown sa atong pangutok. We should be more creative, no? Labi na karon. This is the time to know yourself. Okay, so mora na akong kuano kanang mangusa lang ko ninyo kadiyot. So before no na ganahan ko mo introduce akong self balik, no? So I am Andre Chan, no, visual artist, account executive and designer at KENNETHCOBONPUE. Okay, so before tackling life in KENNETHCOBONPUE and life as an artist, I would like to share with you my journey from working in a ticketing agency to working student to artist and working at KENNETHCOBONPUE. All right, so this is Colon Street, guys, no? So this is where I worked, no, before, no? 16 years old, nag-work na ko diri. So we have audiences here from Iloilo and Manila, no? So this is our downtown, no? Dito yung mga buwad, mga dried fish, nandun lahat. So I worked there as a ticket clerk, and I took it really seriously, no? So it played an important role sa akong career because it was handling clients, any walks of life, no? Basi kinsa magian nimo. Okay, so 17, no? Year after ato nagtrabaho ko, kay I wanted, di magi ko privilege to go to school, no? So I ganahan ko makatabang sa akong mother because my mother is a single mom and raising 4 children, and then going to college is a privilege. So I really have to earn my stripes there. So I entered USC SAPAD. So my first course was advertising arts. I only lasted for one sem, and I shifted to interior design. And I met a lot of amazing people, no, like Andrea Vergara. No, she was one of my schoolmates and one of my barkada. No, so makita po na to sila dire. So salamat kay sa pag-support. All right. So these were my works, no? So it was very wild, crazy, dirty, no? I was criticized, no, by my teachers. So what is this? Ana, very very dirty. Everything's dirty. Why is there a dog there? Why is there a cat there? I just want to design that, no, that concept, no, I just want to voice out na unsa ko pagka-artist. So that's when I realized na, ala, artist man day ko, no? So inverted, no, there's a baby there. It's very scary, sorry. But this is where I want to live, in my imagination. So you can see a big girl there carrying a house. The paintings are, you know, scribbles. So, you know, these were really raw, untamed. Okay, so this was the jar that I made during one of my class, no? So the teacher didn't like it, but I sold it. That's the most important thing. You sell it, the projects, no? So if the teacher can't buy it, then sell it to another one. Not everyone is willing to buy that, and you can't please everyone. So that's one of my learnings in school. Okay, so I did everything, no? And did everything to survive. So Julie Oliva, my mentor, no, she's here. No, I'm happy na siya dire. I'm very proud to be his honorable son. No, so there are projects na she doesn't want to do. So it was so warm, no? Okay, yatagan kag project ba? You were given a project from your mentor. So this was the project, no? Make a fashion design for a low budget na client. So everything was there, ang challenge. And thanks for the guide ni Jul Oliva, no, na nakahimo ko nga ni. Di mo gibam tahi. I don't know how to sew. I don't know how to do anything, no. So he taught me that. She taught me to how to design everything. If you're a designer, no, in general, you can design houses, you can design interiors, you can design clothes. So it's just the elements and the principles to be applied on that. It's just the attachment na unsa ko passionate about, no? Dira na ang difference. So pareha na sa tanan. So okay, manapod ni, nagtabangan na pud ko niya, she helped me again. No? So I survived college in terms of financial kanang financial kanang sa tuition, no? I was fulfilled by my duties. So usan sa mga mural, like I just did anything, no? So when I was doing my work, sideline work, so she really guided me, no? So I sent this to her, bati, it's not nice, everything, no, every bad comment, but it helped me a lot. Criticisms really help you. So with nothing, you can create something. That's the quote that she always tells me, no, whenever I'm down. So with nothing, you can create something. So imagine a very, very, very open space and there's nothing there. So you have the freedom to put something new. Diba? So don't be afraid if you have nothing, because you can create something. All right. So she also told me, no, everything is a stepping stone. So working in a ticketing agency in downtown, no, so it helped me, no. Every path that you take really helps you. Okay, this is her, no, the amazing Jul Oliva, fashion designer, interior designer, licensed interior designer, and a great mother. So this is her, not on the left and not on the right. That's the model. This is her on the left. No? Still beautiful. Okay, so she makes clothes. She designs clothes with heart, emotion, and just like it's never been seen. So creativity, na jud. And she always wants to bring the Filipino culture, no? Sa iyang designs. So weaving, no? Kita ka sa weaving, but dapat gyapon gwapa gyapon kita-naon, and it's new ba? Never been seen. So what I like about Jewel is that I can voice out, no? I can voice out. Kaysa sa school, no? I can't voice out in school because it's just being straightforward here, ha? Na the school should be kanang out of the dogma. Mao dyan ang importante. Ayaw mo kahadlok to voice out, ayaw mo kahadlok masayop, kay you make mistakes and you learn from it. So, fun fact lang, nagkaila mi ni Joel because I was never under her sa school. And then I passed by her class, and then I was bringing a box of swatches like tiles, mga fabric, kung sa no? So, I natagak, it fell down, and I said, "Pisti, ana." No, so curse, no? "Pisti, awa, natagak, nabuak." So Joel was like, "Mumbaba ha, ana." So dili mo ko, so I'm a very competitive person, so I fought back. And then when I fought back, no, so that's when we connected. So it was very spontaneous na meeting. Okay. All right. So, quoting Anna Wintour, no, one of my role models also, even if I'm completely unsure, I'll pretend I know exactly what I'm talking about and make a decision. So, kani, no, si Sir Kenneth Pang. Hi, sir. Trabaho si sir. So, kaning Bloom Chair, this was the bridge. Bridge ni Joel Oliva, padung dito ni Kenneth. Joel Oliva was the designer in charge with the Bloom, and it made nahimo siya iconic na piece, which is very successful. And nakita ta sa global na scene ba ang Filipino design. So so it was a very spontaneous meeting na sad with Sir Kenneth. So 2 years ato 17, pag 17 ako, 2 years after, Joel introduced me to Kenneth. No, so it was a 20-minute notice. She texted me na, I'm sending you to Kenneth na, and ganang sini pahawa na diri sa kuha, you need to fly ana. So it was a very bittersweet moment because Joel really played a motherly role sa ako ang life, and she wasn't just mentoring me as a designer but as a person. So, moto, pag kuha ni Sir Kenneth Sud, siya, "Pasok, come in na daw, come in." So, good thing, I prepared everything. I have my portfolio ready. Anywhere I go, I should have this in my phone, in my laptop. So, Sir Kenneth was sitting down there. "Oh, hello. Hi, sir. Good afternoon, sir." So, I was nervous at the same time seeing this leader in the design industry sitting there in front of you, no? So moto ni present nako, I presented, and then he told me na, "Why did you stop school?" No? So I responded, obviously. So I responded, education can be of any venue, no? School is one of the venues of education, but it is not for everyone, and it is not for me, obviously. And but I think that your company can be my venue of education, no? So education is just anywhere, guys, no? So I really learned a lot from this man, no? My honorable father. Okay, so no, let's tackle life as an artist. So ako, no, I also want to be growing ba personally, and I'm very glad to be in a company na kanang supportive ra pud ba, no? Abi na kog dili ko suportaan sa ako ang team, no, na nagbuhat kog sideline. Hala, nangwarta si Andre sa gawas. So ni turn out na supportive ra sila sa akong gibuhat. So I'm very grateful of that. No, so this was my very first painting. No, Joel Oliva. I was under Joel Oliva. It was hell. I'll tell you, it was hell with Joel Oliva. No, but it was heaven at the same time. So at Joel Oliva, I learned a lot of things: to be versatile, to be ready, and to be persistent. No, I call that hell because we don't have that etiquette now. We don't have that work kuan na kanang environment ba. Gamay ra king tandog. Depressed na yun. So nindot kito na kuan military, no? Kanang choose sa imong mentor. Asa ka mo believe niya. So ni believe siya sa nako. Ana siya, I'm a very opinionated person. I have a lot of energy, anger, passion. Why don't you put it in a canvas for her one sa yang project, no? So nabutang na jud dira ko, wow. Pero I was uncertain at the same time. Kita ka ani, di ba? Kanina line, that's the uncertainty. But this one, I'm sure, this is a mask. It's a mask na I'm confident, bahala na, no? Let the criticism help me. Just do it. Okay. So this is me during the pandemic, no? Nagtiniil, sorry, no? So anara, me painting, no? Painting. Okay. So when I was doing my kanang mga paintings na ko, I learned na I was also a canvas by these professionals, by these mentors. So learn how to be a canvas, learn how to listen, but in the end, it has to come from you. No, listen, and at the end of the day, kanang sini, it has to come from you, the decision, because you know your life better. All right, so I was just doing anything, no? Fujifilm commissioned me to do an installation of Polaroid, mga Polaroid images for their new Instax printer. So it was like a 1 week notice, and I was working with Kenneth. So I just did it in 2 hours. No, mana, pak. You know, just have to go, energy. Kanang be good at Kenneth and be good with yourself also. So mo ni siya bati man kay ni, di kay ko ganahan ni guys, no, but ako lang nigi-show, no, na kanang go lang ba. So I am certainly competitive, no? I am sure na competitive kay ko na tao. So listen to your interest, listen to your passion, and be competitive in that industry. Okay, wala, with nothing, no? With nothing, you have to create something. So wala jud ko, so dapat ko mo compete. Wala kay ko'y platform, anak. I'm not privileged. Wala, I'm not well traveled, but surely I'm competitive. Okay, so this was my painting after dropping out. It's so sad. It was so sad, no, uncertain. Okay, man against the society. So ni-rebel man ko sa School of Fine Arts, no, na ala, go, ano, you should change the system, but you know, sometimes you just have to try and just move on, no, just drop out and listen to my instincts. No, I'm not telling everyone to drop out. I'm just saying na listen to your heart. That's the most important thing. So kakita mo sa black and white didn't mix because it was like a yes or no for me, because there's no maybe for me. You have to say yes or no to every path, because if it's a maybe, you're going nowhere. Okay, so I took the path of yes, dropping out. I dropped out and did a lot of paintings and that. So I was able to get projects because I make genuine relationships. If you can't make a genuine relationship to a client, especially in art, you are the artist. You are the art itself, no? You are art, no? So kanay mong art, kanay mong decompose, kanay mong canvas, that is just the byproduct. You sell yourself as an artist. Your mind, how your mind works, tanan. So you create genuine relationships. Connection, not in terms of network, connection in terms of emotion. Okay, so inhibition, no? I'm a very angry person. I was a very problematic kid, no? So, you know, it's a very strong image and very heavy. So this one, no? I was commissioned by Ophelia Oliva, no? Vice President of Veterans Bank, the mom of Miss Jewel. Oh my God, no? She's the monster, no? Of all clients. she's the monster, but I learned from that monster a lot, no? So mental and physically, she made me rip paper, no? Thousands of documents. You have to clean each page and then rip it with no shredder. So I cried, oh, why did I do this? But I learned, no, how to be and how to persevere. It was a lesson of perseverance. So she's very full of emotions. She's very full of energy. Thus, the painting is very alive. So this is a detail. Okay, so this one here, the right side, the interior setting, that's a KENNETHCOBONPUE piece also. And this was designed by IDR or interior designer Janet Lee, no? One of the leading interior designers here in the Philippines. And I'm so grateful that she specified my painting along with Sir Kenneth's pieces. Wow! Yawa, eh. Kunong shock ba? So, Monisha, it was a pop-up shop sa Louis Vuitton na trunk show. Okay, so it was all Rosa's fault. So, Dr. Charistan, no? I was supposed to design her interior, but I failed to do it. My mind was not working, and things just happened, diba? So this was a gift for her, no? So you need to make amends, no, sa imong mistakes. Learn from your mistake and then pamawi sa tao na sayo tao, because we are all human. Niya, work in progress jud sad ko. Okay, degree, no? So I was just straightforward. I was just amazed with the corrosion sa metal, no? Naitaya, rust. It was just like that, no? There's no deeper meaning, like straightforward. I was just amazed. Okay, hell is not red. So for me, no, hell is ang pasabot ani na composition nako is that hell is a circumstantial place. It can be anywhere, anyone. It can be next to you, no? It can happen, no? So you are dili ka kibaw sa iyang entrance and di po ka kibaw sa iyang exit. So emotion na jud, why is social media so pink? Oh, crying, all the drama, everything is there, no? So starvation nahimo og motivation, no? Don't die from starvation. Motivate yourself, no? So mao na siya. Okay, so himo na paguglain. I need to work. Be alive. How can you help others with an empty cup? So I have to fill myself so that I can help my family also. So mga ngani, no? So I style also the sofa as I butang ang painting because I want it to be perfect. I want it to be perfect. Everything is holistic. That's called extra service, no? Not the massage, extra service. So this is the place. I really hate this alarm, but yes, please. So the village and its people. So see, being in a community at KENNETHCOBONPUE, a lot of workers, no? So murag it's just like subconscious thought, but na there are people who work for you and you should empathize. You should talk to them and be warm. Okay, COVID-19 really changed my perspective in life, especially in art, no? So I just want to show you Vermeer, no? I was na-depressed lang ko kadit. I was sad, no, for a short period of time, especially nagsugod ang pandemic. And one collector, no, art collector, sent this photo to me na si Vermeer, despite na plague, bubonic, so his works reminds us na kanang there's hope and you should not be under the shadows of despair. You should always evolve. Kabantay man ka sa ang mga works ni Vermeer are mainly interior settings and nightlight. Okay, girl with a pearl earring, mo niyang iconic. All right. So, mo na ko na produce after I just produce. So dagang kay criticism Okay, it's mainly you just have to produce and let other people examine your work. That's how you develop. So, no, my mentor told me na stop the chords, stop the chords. So I stopped after because I have to listen also. And this Wu Wei, this was like my meditation, no, after after getting that message from my art collector. So it's in action, no, in action ka, pero you still have to flow. Okay, so my energy is back again. No? So happy colors, no? So your emotions really change. Your artwork really change based on your emotions. Okay, automatic naman ko mo paint. No, I don't really have like I don't really premeditate on the painting. I just go with my instincts. No? Dora's box. So karon I'm so grateful na despite na kanang pandemic, dagang gyud po commissions. So alive gyud po ng community ba. There's this support, there's this human touch gyapon na ngutap na musta to ang mga art collector na how are you balag isang palit basta nang musta sila. That's the most important thing. Okay, so this was acquired by architect Cathy Saldana, one of the leading architects in the Philippines, PDP architect, managing director. So she just saw me on Instagram. Wow, I'm really a fan of your work. Everything. So she's my tita now sa Manila. she's playing a very motherly role sa nako, pareha ni Jewel. So ngani no, awoben nostalgia. No? So fluid lines, bouquet for joy. So mas fluid na kung lines. Murag nakikoy kalagot ani na kuan na face. Okay. So mo din gihuwat sa tanan no, ang pangan KENNETHCOBONPUE, no? So dalhon na tamo sa among opisina. So this is our office. Inside KENNETHCOBONPUE, we are leading with creativity. No, I'm very proud to be in this group. Okay. So this is Sir Kenneth, no, and this is me. No, our relationship is kinda open na jud, no? Kanang I can voice out anything to him. So ang difference lang jud namo guys, no, kay this one was Kenneth's photo was taken in a studio shot. Studio kanang kuan, nya ako iPhone, no? Ya kininod kina chair. Ako ang sapatos kay 100K. Ako kay 1,000 na sa SM department store. But you know, dapat rin ka mag-evolve, jud ka. Okay lang, bantay lang makapalit jud kog nindot na sanina. Bantay lang ka sir. So competitive man kay ko. So mo na akong ginahon na pirmi. Okay. So just be confident. Always ask questions. I was not hired as a designer, no? Pag-una di ko designer, account executive ko. So nabuang ko gamay no na how do I write emails, how do I send this invoice, how do I create the invoice, how do I communicate with the client. So it was not effective for me na katong I was putting a mask na professional but I just have to be myself, di ay genuine, no? Connect with emotion. Do not connect via network and make a sale. That's bad sales job. You have to establish that long-lasting relationship with the client. Balag di siya mapalit or mapalit siya, be good to him and be genuine. If dili nimo kaya na mo connect kaniya, then don't, no? But be professional lang, ana. Okay. So this was my very first project, no? First month. Nakahimo ko 2 million. Wow! Shock ko, no? It really empowered me na ni congratulate sir na congrats sa imong kuan, congrats sa imong first sale ha. So, kay binuangan man ko sa akong colleague na makabaligya ra ko og kuan kaning souvenir na miniature. So bantay lang mo. Bantay lang, competitive ra ba ko? I'm very competitive. Pang, no? So from designing to talking to Chef Shell Gonzalez, So this is a 5-star restaurant called Gallery Vasque in BGC. So I really had no idea. Talking to this Spanish guy. So nag-try na po ko mo English. Mas trying my best. And, you know, it was a success. You just have to ask questions. All right, bang! So very current no issue, Catriona Gray. So this was one of Kenneth's requests na to escort Catriona. So it was like a 2-day notice. So okay, just go. Bahala na. Opportunity bitaw ni. I was never nervous na I'm meeting her. But nervous ko kay Bisaya kay ko. Ano ba? Kanang squatter ko og batasan, no? Kanang ganahan ko maako gyapon ko. So pag meet akong Catriona ako ra gyapon and it was great. Grabe. Yeah, she trusted me na isa ni kanang kung siyang pagkaon og lechon dito sa kuan ko ay kaon this waterfront kay di ka katilaw sa pagkaon sa Cebu. Kung asa man ka niadto, no? Ayaw na mga commercial adto ta sa native Cebuano. So mo na siya. So ano Allah. Lipay kayo. Okay. So no, I didn't have the clothes no. So kung sir I need clothes na. So supportive kasi sir. O dira ka ni mo ni sir. So he was my stylist. So always ask questions sa di ba? Asa man ko ibutang ang kaning napkin ana. So he really groomed me, no? Murag papa jud ba? Niya ang pangalan pod siyang anak Andrea Cobonpue. Yeah, Andre. Ang difference lang kay bank account, no? So after 24-hour attendance, no? So nagisi akong kuan ko galo. Nabutangan ako dugo ang sapatong si Sir Ken la 100k man siguro ni. Oh my god. Ikukusaon ko ni wala man siya ni sulti, send ako picture. So may pagkaingana na lang ko kanang sapatos sa taas unta, di ba? Pero dapat jud ka gwapo ka tan-aon, no? Si asa ka mo adto kay you have to protect the brand and face Catriona na ni-represent ko ni Kenneth. Okay, love the brand, protect the brand. No, ako sa doon nasa ko mga di man jud perfect ang usa ka company, but na jud ko mga bagot-bot pero learn to love the brand, learn to protect the brand. As you love the brand, as you love yourself, love the brand. As you protect the brand, as you protect yourself, protect the brand. Okay. So back. So mo ni mo showroom guys. So mo akong trabaho. So I handle clients. So what do you expect mo handle ko clients mga bigatin ba? So successful jud akong being myself and Kenneth really trust me ana. So just want to share with you our works, no, sa KENNETHCOBONPUE. We have created products, no, 20 years na, 1997. So that's like 22 years na karon. So 20 years man may katong gihimo na kuan, di ba? So 22 years. So ako ang edad. So ni align ra pud ang brand na naanak ang brand, naanak pud ko. So para dire jud siguro ko no. So we value the uniqueness of people. Philosophy na mo kay mo nimong pillars, design by nature, design by craft, no, design by emotion. So mo nimong mga showrooms around the world. Believe ka, di ba, from Sibura ni dali siya ni takod sa lain-lain kuan nasud. So indoor collection, we do indoor collections to outdoor collections, to lighting collections, no? So, this is Joel modeling for one of the lighting accessories. So, Kenneth learned how to evolve. Mona akong kuan. So, mona space design installations and contracts. This is where I am positioned, no? So, dire ko niya gibutang. So, I meet clients na kaning tag-iya ani ko so many na. So always ask questions again, ask questions niya, fake it till you make it. So this Morals and Malice, no? Some of you partied here. So mo yan na. So SMC side, no, sa Skyplay, BCDA. One here sitting here is Janelle Cruz, one of our designers also, no? So Sir cannot really trust the young people na mo adto sa Clark, mo meet sa client ana. So no need na niya, di ba? So igora siya kanang kuan, mo guide na mo. So nurturing pud siya ba as a professional pud ba na mo grow pud ka. So naglingon-lingon ra jud mi guys, ambitious, have an ambition, but you know, just have fun also. Okay, so this is the Lily Mobile, no? So move rin siya guys sa air. Wala na siya battery tanan. So murag ka ng mga lily pads on top of you, niya magliklihok ang chandelier. So this was in Bacolod Museum. We were commissioned, no? So this one is a bamboo bar in Hawaii. This one is the controversial Naga, no? Na katong project na kanang gipang bash jud, pero wala may bash kay ang kuan ni concept raman mi kutob, no? So naman tay mga collaboration with architects. So kanang mao na collaboration is key jud to make innovation. So one of our contracts. So craft din siya guys. Dili kay siya commercial. It's really kung sa sanina pa RTW, no. Dapat couture. It takes us 6 to 8 weeks to produce one item. It's made to order, everything is crafted, no? So gamay ra kimig machinery. Most of our kanang agi ikamot jud. Craft jud among gi-present, and it also allows, no, it opens jobs, especially for weavers, carpenters, tanan. Ay job, tiglimpyo man gani, tigsand lang, nanay job. So you are playing a very good role in the Philippines. You promote labor. Projects. So this one, no? So shows and exhibitions. So Kenneth really pushes us, no? Na we make it the best, the cheapest, and the fastest sa amo ang mga shows and exhibitions. Because you're not gonna use that, no? After. You have to make the first impression. You have to kanang be a peacock to everyone. Okay, another controversial project. So this was a collaboration with Zubo Architects, no? So mao gyapon nahimo gyapon ang project because of Zubo. And we were just the concept, and kanang without Zubo, dini mahimo na project. So it's a bamboo architecture, no? Sa Coreso, it's in Ateneo de Cebu. So ako na po ni spearhead niya, ako nag-handle sa project. So baan mo guno kay inside the meeting, no? Kay ako ray bata niya. Wa man si sir ani kay ako ma-represent na niya usahay. So pagabot dito, are you an alumni to sa kuan sa Sacred Heart Ateneo? So ana ako wala ko dito bag, no? So ana tando ra ko, nag-ininsik sa dito sod, Father Manny, ininsik naman mga hearter diri, no? Ininsik sila. Di ba? So ana tando ra pod ko. So magwat na jud ko sa minutes usahay. I just wait for the minutes and then apply it. So mo na yung fake it till you make it, but make it happen. Mactan, Cebu International Airport concept gyapon. Ay sorry, wala ko nakuha ng award ani. This was one of the top 10, no, in World Architecture Festival. So proud kay ko ani to present na ang Pinoy na design na dito sa global na kuan na view. Okay, so collaboration mo guys kay naiuban companies na kailangan sa imong utok, no? Do not downplay your kanang concepts and apply it to other companies also. Share that influence. So Iron Man, kaning kuan, Star Wars, no? So daghang kikag kuan, daghang kikag nahatagan og influence and natabangan po nimo ilahang brand. So mo na siya, collaboration is key. So kanino? No, I just have to note this very legendary product of Kenneth. So sa una, no, naara jud ta sa pinakaubo sa pyramid sa Milan. So dito ang mahappen ang design shows, the global, no? This is the one of the world's biggest shows in the world, balik. So so kita na pala sa ubos. So nihimo siya kanang change ba? No, why not ako nihimo og kaning car na, no? So na-shock ang mga European. Ala, kung sa man ni. So mo ni siya. So people expect change. People expect change. Grabe kay ang kanang basig asa pa kana industry. People expect change, especially kanang sa office nimo, sa imong self. So people expect change. Mo na isul sa imong utok. Nung be ambitious. Awards pak gamay ra kay ni. No, mga napo ka pages ang awards niya pero di na ko ibutang tanan. Kay taas na kay na. So mo ni among distribution around the world. No? So I'm very proud na part ko ani. No? So mo ni siya. Okay. So ganahan ko mo share ninyo na naghimo pug ko kanang interior styling, no? Na line kay my mother got deported niya unsa yan trabahoon unsa ko ibuhi sa kong mama. So I made this interior styling na line. I'm not a licensed interior designer, FYI. Basig punta diri, this is just interior styling. No design, styling. So man akong style, no? So ako pa ibutang si Kenneth, no, sa akong mga clients. Kay nindot man yung product. So butan ako na gwapa oy. Lipay pug ang kuan kay lipay pug sila kay na Kenneth ng balay. Di ba? Pool ana. So ganaan pug mo murag na ako'y line ba na makatabang ko tanan, makatabang ko sa akong mama, katabang ko sa akong company nag-work with, di ko ma-issue, di ba? So money mga low budget nako na this is a low budget interior, no, in Horizons. So I photograph it, be self-efficient, especially kana wa kay tao. I'm just a one-man show. I don't have people under me. So be self-efficient. Be a polymath. Be a polymath. The internet is there. It will teach you a lot. One ng mga usas mga kuan, budget, no? So picturean na pud nako, no? Kenneth na sad. So kanitanan, no? Kanitanan akong gipag-introduce niyo kaniya kong work, tanan. You are nothing without a good team. Isud na sa inyong utok. You are nothing without a good team. So wa jud ka. Walay CEO kung walay team. Isud na sa inyong utok. Okay, no, I enjoy working also when I go to sites, no, kay ganahan kay ko mga kuan, mga kanang lingaw kani sila. Si binuang ana, si kanang trabaho gyapon. So mo ni sila ang team na maka-execute sa mga ideas. So learn how to appreciate it. Okay, mga team po ni sila, no? Tong Catriona team. Thank you kayo, thank you. Oh, this is my team na mo ni Joel Oliva sa yung interior design studio, fashion design studio. No, this is Ishii, one of my good friends, no? So, di ba? So team na work together, get drunk together, no? So this is Sir Kenneth's son, Joel, no? And this is the team. Si Jasser, si Janen, si Janelle, si Chini, si Lou, daghan pa. Nya mo man nahubog, patay, di ba? So, nya kani pod man trabaho. When Sir Kenneth is not around, you sleep and joke. So, okay, so ganang ko ato moingon na you are nothing without a good team. Wa jud. Even mao po nagiingon ni John Maxwell, a very good leader also, very good author, kana basahan na ninyo, og si Anna Wintour, kana mo na ang mga leadership na mga muhon sa imong skills ana. So what's next in art and design? So magstorya ta og relevant issue, no? So mora ni akong perspective guys sa kaning tanan nato na pangitabo. We have to make this a relevant talk and not about me. So social distancing and plus work from home. So mga product ni Kenneth no na pwede na siya work from home o kanang social distance. So kani this encloses you to a space na maka-focus ka and at the same time transparent gyapon no hangin sudra gyapon mo na kanito sa design ni Kenneth. It's organic, it's fat free, really solid. That's why resorts love us because we don't block the view. So yeah, kani ma-adjust ni siya guys padung diri sa tubangan. Des na siya. Na maabli para pak laptop na setting, diba? So babar desk kani ganagi ko ani. So if na ko mansion I would put that. So nanay tanan corkboard airs and no bag storage, cabinet shelves, drawer, mini broom. So you work with style, of course. It's not about function, no? Kung saan pag nindot sa usa ka product, if functional ra kayo, there's no emotion to it. So you have to make it beautiful at the same time because you have the chance to make it beautiful. And if functional ra kitanan, everything is the same. All right, so this is the setting. There's a rocking stool also. It's a thinking chair. It's called the HURRAY rocking stool. So social distancing, no? Design gyapon na distansya sila ana but they're not wearing mask, no, sorry. So mabayrosan gyapon ni sila but ang kuan lang ang architecture ba na dihatag space ba. Okay. Art design management. So important kini sa pandemic mo manage kasi mo self. Listen kay manage ako. I think my manager John and Agramo no listen to manage ako usahay kay mo chef man ako utok to artist, chef ako utok to professional but still I'm a work in progress no. Evolve ang gyapon. So kani no nakasabaan ko kay dugay ko mo reply usahay. Kitanga-tanga ba kanang in the mood na kayo to design ana. Pero you have to be attentive. Attentive kasi mo phone na imong boss na asa naman ka ana. So you have to be attentive always. And be inspired. Margin, be inspired and learn how to schedule. Communication is key. Right. So ang pandemic no nakay dako na social responsibility. So ay kalimti na imong social responsibility no as an artist, as a designer, no as a creative or anyone, no labi na designer ka. Dapat ma-motivate ka manguha og projects kay naa kay mga tao under you. It is not you lang, no? Daghan kay mga tao, thousands of labor workers working for you, especially in a factory. So do not lose hope, give them jobs because kung saan ako ikaon nila, di ba? Wala kay project. So ikaw mismo, you have to be resilient. You have to be resilient. Yaw-yaw ka diri, pero buhata, di ba? So muna siya. So thank you kaayo, no? Ganahan lang ko mo summarize sa tanan kataas na ba ito. So summarize ako tanan, with nothing you can create something. Everything is a stepping stone. Be a canvas. Be competitive. Learn how to know your interests and passion and your passions and learn to be competitive in that industry because you'll never be in that you should not accept na nara ka din na position. And dapat di mo malabuan ang uban and be a leader. Starvation, motivation. So don't die out of starvation, no? Ayaw kamatay og starvation. Let it motivate you. Asa man akong pagkaon sa kong kuan, sa kuang lamisa. Ako mama na sakit, sa amo ko ni. Ngita jud kag trabaho. Ngita kag trabaho. Just be confident. Always ask questions. Love the brand, protect the brand, no? Imong self-brand, imong company brand, imong brand as a citizen, di ba? Tanan aspects of brand. You are nothing without a good team. So that's it. Thank you.
Wow. Ako rin ga-clap, guys. I-on yung mics. As in, amazing people. Like, I've really learned a
Andrea
lot.
Idol.
As in, diba? So super guys, I've learned a lot so much from both these speakers. Like, despite the fact na like they're my friends, I can just ask them anytime. But it's really different. Like when you're in the professional zone, when you're talking to them in a professional mode, and I just wanna like pinpoint a few like things, Jude, I've really learned from both of them. One from Andrea, Jude, is such situational awareness. So this does not just really apply what do you call this, not just in interiors, it can be in your whole life, Jude. Like if you know that you're the type of person, you're forgetful, or you're danghag, or you're lazy, or any negative aspects about yourself, try to make it like a situational awareness for you to become a better person and improve in it. That's what I really learned from Andrea, and that's so amazing. Yes, Andre, mga idols, mga petmaluludi. Yeah, one of my favorite things na Andre really said was, what do you call this? Education can be in any venue, yet some are not suitable for it. So that is so true. Like what I'm trying to say is like education can be, or learning can be taken anywhere. It's up to you whether you want to learn or you just want to stop learning, because we never stop learning in this world. And even in the four walls of our homes, even if we're in quarantine, we're still consistently learning. Like I love what Andre said when he said na you're in lockdown, but do not allow your mind to be on lockdown. So you're continuously progressing, like even your mind. Yeah, it's normal. Everybody's going through something. It's a hard season for all of us, but do not allow that season. One thing that I've learned in this season is nothing is ever easy. Everything gets harder, but all the more reason you should get stronger. So that's in your design. That's also you as a person. So okay, creative. Yes, exactly. So now we're gonna open the floor to question and answer to both our speakers. Anyone who wants to ask a question, please on your mics. Can you also please like chat anything you want to say? Any questions, please? Q&A.
Luma,
Yes, guys, ask questions. This is already such a big opportunity for you guys. Mga interior design questions. It doesn't even have to be like limited to interior design questions. Life questions. Sige, ako na lang. Okay, Andrea. Andrea? Are you alive, Andrea Vergara? Nakamute ka, Dre.
Sorry, what's a big
Okay.
red flag from clients, or can you share some memorable ones? I think personally, medyo makabantay ko if like a client is micromanaging. Okay, when you touch base with them sa first meeting ninyo kay Murag, there's a reason, there must be a reason why ka nang nagpili ka, because they have to trust you at some point. So if you feel that they're micromanaging, it's up to you how you interpret it. Murag, maybe you didn't earn their trust yet, or ingana lang jud sila, medyo kanang OC lang jud sila. I find that medyo a red flag for me to micromanage. And then can I share some memorable ones? Kunya ka nang disad mo tuman sa sabot. So for example, like always kanang indecisive ba? So the tip siguro for that is, for example, mo ni ilang vision gi set nimo for your project, and then you already set the whole kanang murag logistics for that na planner nimo, and then after halfway kay kanang ning change din yung vision, and you don't want to offend that person. So every time, like, I try to remind myself to always set the expectation, but manage the expectations. For example, at the end of the meeting, you say, okay, to summarize, you said this, and then diba correct, niingon ka ana, and then, or like at the end of the meeting, you send a summary. Always kanang keep yourself on the same page ba, para dili gud kailangan na mahimo siya problema if you just kanang open your kanang communication lang yun sa client ba. That's what I think.
Okay, so next we have like a couple of questions. I think this goes to both anybody can go first, or I think Andre can go first, and then Andrea can go second. Do you really need to please the clients? Andrea.
Of course.
Andre.
Yeah.
Of course. That's your client. So you need to listen to them, and then you are the filter, no? So you guide them, and then you put your genuine kanang touch to it ba na this is the best for you. And you really need to listen your clients, because these clients are the one who are paying for it, no? Just to be straightforward, and they will be enjoying that for the rest of their lives. So you have to please your clients, of course. That's service. That's part of the service.
Okay, Andrea, what are your thoughts?
Sakto si Dre. You have to please your clients. So, more na ako maingon like, bala na, basta please them lang yun. And then, kung nalang jud kay ganahan i-raise, there's a way jud to communicate that without like, you have to be careful with your words. Be professional lang gihapon, and yeah, it doesn't hurt man jud na kanang musip-sip lang jud kagamay, because client project is like a partnership ba, so dapat nasa mo yung friendship or something, connection ana.
Okay, so next question from May Odiada. So to both May, how valuable or important is being a risk taker in design field? Insights. I personally recognize myself as someone who always plays safe in situations. Is it something I should overcome? So thoughts between both of you? Anything? Andre Chan.
Okay, May, no? Thank you for that wonderful question. No, I was also in that safe zone sa una, no? So mata na kay undangan na ta ng safe zone, no? Mata na unya kanang ayo kay ka people pleaser, no? Just please your client. Ay kay ka people pleaser. Just please yourself and the client. That's it. And of course, it is very important to be a risk taker in the design field, because people want change. People want to see that change. Where is the change if you're always safe?
Exactly. So, Andrea, ikaw na kay ma-add? Do you have anything else to add?
Of course. I think it's very valuable. Okay, the industry is so competitive, so you can even kanang execute projects on your own. You don't even have to hire sometimes. Na yung mga kamao na mag DIY. So the fact someone hired you, why not try that idea? So parang ako, there are bad risks and there are good risks. So risk is not just like one word, no? It's not absolute. Na ay good risk, yan ay bad risk. And then just mo na practice being 2 steps ahead lang sad para di sad ka mapauwaw sa imong risk. Muna risk ni siya, di niya ma-effect.
Correct. I agree. I really agree to Andrea.
So I think what they're trying to say, guys, is when you take a risk, also be wise with it. Just like what Andrea said, take 2 steps before. So be wise with the risk that you're going to take. So next would come from Fleur. I think that's how you pronounce it. To Andre, addressing to Andre, can you give any tips on how to establish a good relationship with your client? So yeah, go.
Thank you, Fleur. No, establishing a good relationship with my client. Kay gihon jud ko ni, I would like to acknowledge, no, Joel Oliva, no, na character development. You have to develop yourself, no, and be genuine. Moro jud na akong maingon, be genuine and sound. Genuine na jud, kanang di ka kailangan na English pa ka. Dapat ka English pa ka, di ba? So, ano mo fit mo ko sa mold na pwede naman ako mahatag ang message na kung kanga akong English, okay ra, basta mahatag din mong message. Just, be genuine. Genuine na jud.
Okay, wow. Thank you for that, Andre. So next would be from Jive, addressing to both. How did you establish your rates from starting out? So shout out Jive Bedonia, our friend. Sige, Andrea, how did you establish your rates as a designer?
Just don't challenge kay ni. Just don't give them a praise na you're not willing to work to pour your full heart out. Kay maklaro jud na sad kung kanang di kay nimo na pour out imong effort. tungod sad ka nang wala mo tarong og price. So lahi-lahi man tag ko lahi-lahi man tag kanang value sa atong self or like the value of our value for money ba. So it's up to you sa amount. So and be kanang aware lang sa like professional rate or like the comparison. You should always have a comparison siguro sa kanang similar kanang professionals nimo na kaila ba. Okay naman mag-ask. I think it's not I don't think it should be taboo sad na kanang kung designer community ba you just ask their rate. I don't think it should be taboo. Pero at least kanang close lang sa nimo.
Yeah.
I-DM lang nimo kalit so lain na.
So ikaw, Andre Chan. So what can you
Okay,
say?
no. So this is a very tough question, no. Very personal. And kanang dili i-disclose pero okay, no. So kanang ang pag-rate nako no kay nabantayan jud nako in a company, no. So it is very important to work in a company, no. Kay sila man nga to ang business model. So sila atong sundon. Sila atong sundon. Sila atong i-gamit as guide, no. Sila mo guide na to. Kani mga kumpanya mo believe po ninyo, no. So kanang mo na no tungod dito sa kumpanya na naka-establish ko sa kong rate o kanang sige na jud ko kuan sa YouTube, no. Kanang sa art nako, no. Sige ko tanaw sa YouTube. I've never had a show in my life, no. Maro ko I have never had a show in my life and I don't want to like fit in the mold na dapat ko mag-show, diba? So di ko ilado sa kuan jud sa kanang art world, but kanang mga clients jud nako na close nako o kanang nag-establish ko relationship. So sa pagkuan research ko sa YouTube, so value, no, material, kanang authenticity usasad na, and kanang time mo na imo ikuan, mo na ang imuhang kanang criteria. Pero then again kanang it has to come from you. Unsa yung pag-rate? Know your market. I started out kuan free. So unsa yung pag-benchmark, di ba? Kung wala kay mga kuan, di man ka trust ang taon nimo kung wala pa kay portfolio.
True. So yeah, feeling ko like your rate really starts out like for your experience and how you are as an artist as well, like how you design. It also comes from there. Aside from like experience, self-experience, also experience from work and other things like that. It really increases or it differs. So next would come from Victor Villanueva to Andre Chan.
Wow.
On being competitive, what's one virtue you carry and one you are willing to eliminate?
Wow, no? Coming from a director, he's a director ba guys of kanang mga Pinoy na pelikula.
Wow.
No? So thank you Victor for attending and asking me this question. No, on being competitive, what's one virtue you carry and one you will eliminate? So I think the virtue lang jud no is kuan lang jud kanang maghimo ko pangan ha, fire. Always have that fire. Dapat ikay torch, nagdaga sa fire always. Never lose that fire. And unsa ko eliminate unsa man na kuan? But maybe kanang sani wala siguro kay ang virtue mo man mo carry always. You can't eliminate a virtue. So mo na siya. Have that fire in you. Always look kanang sini strive no for perfection but never be perfect. Kay kung ma-perfect ka kanang di man sa kung ma-perfect no pero mara ko na if mo settle ka ba kay there's no room for imagination. There's no room for thinking. There's no room for design. So scientists, kita man tanan scientist man jud ta diri, no ma-designer ba ka? You should loathe perfection. So mao na akong virtue na gidala na improve. So kana mao na akong virtue. Very simple.
Okay, so that's amazing, Jodjay, no? So next, this is also addressed to both from Kyla Corato. Correct me if I'm wrong with your last name. Anyways, is it really a big deal if you studied sa USC? A lot of teachers compare among good. Like, if let's say, na taga CIT and taga USC applying for the same spot sa usa ka company, yeah, most likely ang kuhaon daw kay taga USC. So curious lang. So both of you, any insights? Let's start with Andrea. You go.
Na saan mo na kuha na info siguro. For me lang, it's a little ancient. Like, kung you're applying for the position, you go first, have that job review first, and you have to give your first impression and your best impression na lang dyan. For me, di na kayo siya big deal, honestly. Muna akong mag-say. There are a lot of people also who move up the kanang organization ba na so di mong license, it's just that it's a matter of like proving your your output lang dyan. Dre.
Okay, thank you, Dre. Is it really a big deal, no? Dili man para nako. Dili ra. Kay ni eskwela ko San Carlos niya ni apply ko ni Kenneth niya. Wala ra siya nungutan na San Carlos ko ni tanaw ra siya sa ako ang work. Maora unya papago ka graduate. So samot, di ba? Wala degree. So para ko kana siguro kailan no? Factor siguro, no? Na asa ka school gikan but dili jud na siya kuan kay mabito na kay interview, no? Ang interview dira ka mo prove si yourself. You prove yourself there. It is kaning life mo competition man gud ni. So competition sa school, competition sa tanan. It's it's a world full of kanang competitors. So compete mo dito. Wa ta giba dili di ako ang ni apply ni Kenneth daghan ni kaayo niya banga tingin ko interview. So give your 110%. So ay kahadlok no nagikan ko USC nya tanan man day kuan tanan man day kanang graduatean sa Kenneth kay UP. So dili mo matter. Thank you.
So guys, I noticed there are a lot of questions. Can you, if encouraging everyone if you guys want to ask questions, don't be shy to on your mics, okay? So anyways, proceeding, Micah Almazan to Andre. Where do your passion and fiery energy come from? Where does that come from, Andre?
Kanang pagkabata pa lang nako kay kuan ako kanang nagpuyo og traditional na setting na Chinese, no? So nihawa ko dira kay kuan kayo kanang samok ba, so dito nagsugod ako anger, no? So anger jud akong emotion, no? Nothing wrong to be angry. There's nothing wrong to be angry, jud. Just manage that anger. Sometimes I can't manage it na magwild ko. But just manage that anger. I'm a work in progress again, no? I'm a work in progress, and Joel Oliva helped me a lot, no, in taming the tiger inside me. Na kay tigre mo siya. So dito may nagkamit na tiger po ka, roar. So nga ra, simple. So dira nagikan nag-ugat. So being passionate also, you don't have to be angry, no? So it is just an emotion. You can't control that emotion. So you just manage that emotion. So dira nagsugod na akong passion. Thank you, no? Micah Almazan.
So next would be Cherry Ann Cosico. Can I request you to ask your question with your mic? Are you there? Please, Kaya, or are you busy? I am waiting, Che.
In a firm.
Okay, never mind. So let's just ask the question now. Where is it?
Dira,
so
you carry.
So,
diba?
yeah. So you go, Andre. You carry such a burning passion and headstrong confidence. Where you go, especially when facing clients. But does anything scare you as designer or creative?
Of course, no? Of course, Najay mahadlok jud ko kanang ambitious man ang design, di ba? Alay ko, matagat ani, matagat gid ni nakuan. Matagat ni ang design, matagat kan ni millions of people. So fear also helps you to design na kanang be cautious. Pero kung mag-generate ka og idea, ay jud kadlok, no? So after nakamadlok, ay jud kadlok una. After nakamadlok kanang hapit na matagakan ba? Agak din ni uy. Us ba to? Na Sir Kenneth pa na perfectionist kayo. Us ba to? Dali. Dali po. Di ba? Okay. Yung brand na ba? Ito mo na siya.
Okay, next guy from Z Production. So, this this is addressed to both. In a firm, how do we get paid? Weekly, monthly, and how does our salary being divided in a firm? Okay, diba, when we get our payment from our client goes to the company, right? Question mark. So like is extra credits or payment being given to one who did the job? So that's a lot of questions in one setting. So let's start with Andrea na lang. See, absorb.
Weekly, monthly.
I think the firm, the business side, depende ha, pero confidential man siguro na ang how the firm, the rates of the firm or something. Paid on based on your credentials, based on your contributions to the company. You're paid hourly. I think mo dyan na ang standard. So, ang salary divided in a firm, where naman dyan na sila yung annual budget and extra credits or payment being given to the one who did the job. I guess in terms of kanang ka-Andre, like accounts, sales, Audrey.
Okay, no? So, kanang how do we get paid weekly, monthly? Depende na sa inyong HR. Depende na sa HR sa inyong kumpanya, no? Sa ilang pamaagi. So, lalay dyan na siya Z Production. Unya, kaning koan, how does a salary being divided in a firm? Okay, di ba when we got our payment from our client goes to the company, right? Like, kuha na siya, company man ka. So, kanang ang finance, kanawa ko yung idea sa pag-divide, pero na ko sweldo, kung sa kong sweldo, yan i-agree ko na sweldo. So, muna siya ang imuara ng finance team. So, ako kay, dako man kay si Kenneth, di ba? So, focus ko sa, kuan di ko kibawaan ng mga ingana. Pero sa ako ang kuan, no, kanang personal practice, kuan, imong saboton imuhang tao na mao ni ang kailangan. Nya agree. Kung agree siya, it's say kuan, accepted negotiation. So depende ra jud siya. Like is extra credits or payment being given to the one who did the job? Yes, of course. Of course. So kung sa imong job description, nya imong gibuhat, nya napayuban na kanang kuan. So you also learn how to fight ba sa imong stand na. Pwede mo na kuan ni. So ako gyapon buhaton pero you know, learn your value also.
Okay. So another question from Dion. Dion, I think you're expecting me to like say, Dion, can you on your mic and ask this na lang personally for our speakers? Shout out to Dia Razabal. Can you go on, Mike?
Hello.
Hi, Yon.
Ako la i-read.
Hello.
To both ni, as a young professional, how do you handle situations wherein the people you are working with, foreman, client, contractors, etc., mo underestimate nimo just because they are older than you? Thank you.
Love the question. Sige, let's start with Andre.
Patay. How do you handle situations wherein people you are working with, no, foreman, clients, kuan ra jud kanang sani, kaya ako kay mubuto man jud ko, no? So moadto ko sa situational man kun mubuto man jud ko, mubutpang. So moadto ko sa ako ang kuan, sa ako ang sinaligan na si Janen, no, ako manager na unsaan man ko ni Jan, emotional man ko, no? So siya mo kuan ako mo sani, mo guide na ko ba kay work in progress ra jud ta. And kana makahandle kog situation labi na kanang pressure mo jud nako mo na nakaton ako ni Jul, no? So unsaon nimo pag work with, no? So always kanang imong mata dito sa goal ay kalimti, no? Yaw diya pero imong mata na imo sa goal, mata na sa goal, so imong utok mata na sa goal. So goal na jud ang una guys, unya ra nang kuan kanang si kuan mangud si kuan mangud. So una niya ta magsikuan mangud sikuan. Nga na ra pag-handle, no? Ay kani mga older than you pod, no? Naman jud mga mangitabuan na. So I just have to act older than them. Simple. So,
Yung kung pangutanon.
How old are
kaya
you?
mamutan na pila ko edad. So, you just have to act older than them. Kaya naman uban na, you need to dominate them to prove your kanang knowledge. Kaya naman yung uban tao na kanang mo base sa imong edad. So, muna, ganahangi ko sa KENNETHCOBONPUE o Jul kay wadyo edad ako, wadyo ko edad dito. Na, infinity akong edad lagi. Kanang tanan lagi kong storya, ingon lagi ko, basta idea. Moingon lagi ko. So, nga na, just be free. Don't cage yourself. Kay COVID pa na matakdan jud taan niya dali ra kita matay tinuod bitaw niya kuan kita doon kanang sani adlo kita mo voice out kana ra
Si Andrea.
Young professional. So, batch man tayo, no? Kanang, para na ko, kanang, you just have to be like, like a peacock ba? There's a reason why you're a part of that meeting. Okay, there are things that you know na what sila naibawaan. So, para na ko, like in this industry, especially the construction industry, dominate ang males, actually. Wala, na ibabay, go pa ko Jude, or gumawa sa hala, kanang bata, ana. Sometimes, lakas ang loob pa Jude ang kuan, kanang lakas ang loob ang contractor sa client, or the architect is closer to the client, so daghan factors ba na you feel like pwede ka mo underestimate na you're surrounded by men, and then you feel like kanang mauwaw ka, for example, you want to voice out something, pero kanang the architect is so like kanang kusog na kay tingog, kay kibaw siya, close siya sa client. So, for me, like, it's really also about your first impression when you walk into a room. Kay, ako personally, di ko ganahan ako rin, pero like, I want to, like, Andre ba, you have to look older, sad. So, I don't like entering a site na nag-backpack ko. Or like, because I don't know lang, kanang magnapsak ko, you have to dress kanang appropriately also. And then kanang I think that wanna dress appropriately, and you have to be on time, and then you have to show also, you just have to be confident lang Jud, and you have to have your own little ways also to find kind of your presence in the space ba. Ay uba na magpahumot, may na lain paagi ba, like when you want to be underestimated. So dali ra kay mo underestimate jud sa construction industry na more girl, and then you're surrounded by so many kanang male professionals. More na akong experience, I think.
Yeah.
correct Jud.
So, nice kay to no nga insight, especially for those who are graduating, I'm graduating.
Nasang kanang mag rubber shoes, okay man mag rubber shoes, pero you wear like kanang basic lang na kuan, like you kanang wear kanang colorful kaayo, ma-underestimate jud ka mga kana. This measurement here, this material here, o kanang mura sa kanang colorful ka. Listen jud kaayo to. You have to level with them ba?
Yeah. So like I think it also goes with what Andre said, like you're also bringing your brand into that situation ba. So even as you carry yourself, the way you dress, the way you act, the way you speak, everything you do, you're carrying your brand and who you are. So establish that as early as even as a student ba. So next would be Maxinery. So first of all, I have been love struck by both of your works.
Thank you so much.
Consume desire you have individually is absolutely eye-opening. Thank you.
Thank you.
Question for both artists. So what would you say your mark would be in your work and a value you really scream through art? So would say kanang, what do you call this? What's your mark in your work?
Signature, you mean like nga na?
Yeah, something like that, or like something that you really value. Now, when you make an art, that's the number one thing that screams out the moment that people look at it. So let's go with Andrea.
What would you say your mark would be in your work and a value you really scream through art? For me, kay more journey kayong art, no? Pero I like going in the themes of like emotional realities, music. Ganahan kayo og music sa in my theme. Abstract concepts actually, mga intangible, emotional reality, ana.
Ikaw,
Thank you,
Andre.
sa comments.
Mark. Kani di ko kaingon no kay kaya ako makakita ko sa uban art dira ko maka-comment. So ang gipaingon sa mga tao is that ang Mark jud is kanang kuan sini kanang bold strokes, no? So mga kanang intense na colors, intense na emotion. So raw na feeling. So mao na ako ang nakuha na kuan na sini na Mark ko no. Kaya di mo ko kaingon kay naraman ko sa kuan, naman ko sa first person na kuan sini perspective. Ang kanang mga nakakita tanan no sa mass na audience mo na lang giingon nako. So thank you kay Max sa pag-ingon na ganahan gyud sa mong work no, makakusog sa among spirit no na kaya pa di ko mahimog daghan pa di ay no ana.
Thank you to both. Next guy, this is again from Victor Villanueva to both. 10 years from now, what would you be? 10 years ago, what would have you told your younger self? Sige, let's start with Andre.
Victor again, no? Thank you for asking another question. Direct, no? So 10 years from now, what would you be? Kana di ko kibaw, but na ako'y dream, no? Na ako'y dream na makuan ko kanang established artist. Mangandoy jud ta guys. Mangandoy ta. Balag lagpas sa kangandoy basta na kay pangandoy, no? Mangandoy ko na ako'y studio na makakuan ko, no? Maka-establish ko brand, of course. Yan ako'y people under me, no? Influence ko sa ako ang learnings, no? Nakuha na ko ni Joel ug ni Kenneth. So nga na akong dream ni 10 years kay nagkatiguang ka ba kay I think magkakuha po kag wisdom na naapoy ka na cycle of generation. So I think ganahan ko mo-establish og brand also just as Kenneth did to his company.
Okay, so let's go to the next question. No? This is from Choi. I don't know who Choi is, but this is to Andre. I really admire your confidence, Andre Chan. Any confidence tips for people who have less confidence on the field and always doubt themselves?
Wow. No, thank you kayo. Thank you na sad, no? So confidence. Shy man ko sa una, shy di ko. Pero si George nakapa-empower nako. Nya, sa eskwelahan sad more simple steps sa una like nay mo adtog CR ay pagkuyog lain to ikaw ra adto nga na gani. So simple steps na siguro una na dapat jud di kamo tanan mangihi, di ba? So start ana adto kantin ikarausa kaon ikarausa say dinaa inom ka dito sa bar ikarausa nga nara jud no ayaw kanang sig pananaw ng mga tao nagtanaw nimo wala sila panginaway diha. It's not on you, it's on them. So ana mao ra jud ako ang thinking no karon na mga criticism no okay go ana so go ra jud to live your life every day.
So this is from Saint Dea. So okay, so I think this is to both. What is the relationship between fine arts and design? How do they complement each other? How does having a background in contemporary art help you in the design industry? So let's start with Andrea. I think mas unsanin ni mo Jay because like you're also like you know how to illustrate as well. So this could also you can answer. What is like the relationship between fine art and design? How do they complement each other? How does having a background in contemporary art also help you in design industry? Jay? Is Andrea Vergara here? Nakamute ka. Can you hear me? Ay, ikaw, Andrea. Naka-read ka?
Ay, ako?
Yes.
what is the relationship between fine art and design? So
Yeah.
I think kanang if you kanang practice hobby lang yung mga fine art, kanang makita jud ni mga relationship niya like as a creative kay you should challenge yourself to be kanang fluid ba. Kung bounce kag kanang digital methods, mo bounce kag kanang mga suwat kanang manual with your hand, and then it helps you communicate your ideas better. So for example, Andre, he communicate his emotions with paintings. It makes it easier also for him to translate his ideas in his design. Where it's basically both of them. If you exercise both of them, like mo bounce back ka from both, kaya mas maayos ka mo represent sa imong self and like your ideals, your brand, ana. So ano siya? Meron ako.
Sige, ikaw, Andre. Chan.
Okay, so Zendaya, no? She's my Instagram friend. Wow, no? You're here. She's Ilongga. So I think she can't understand. Can you understand Bisaya? Okay. All right. She's also an artist. No, a very good artist. Okay. So what is your relationship between fine art and design? I think for me, kasi I journeyed with both. So I think it's a compound. For me, it's a compound. No, both are meant to communicate. Both are meant to communicate. Sorry, my alarm. Sorry. Okay, so both are meant to communicate, no, to a client, to anyone, no, and especially this time, no, and infographics that's design and art. So it's really a compound, no. Both have the same textbook, no, elements and principles of art or design. So it's ma-translate lang talaga yan. No? So how does having a background in contemporary art help you in the design industry? Oh, it helps you a lot, especially culture. Art is filled with culture. So they give meaning to everything. Let's put it in a kanang setting na naka sa car. You're in the car, and then you go to like kanang ma-stop ka sa stoplight, no? So the green signal would tell you go, right? Correct? And the red signal would tell you to stop. That's because it is imprinted in our culture because of art, no? It gave an image. It gave an image to go. It gave a message to stop. So, gi-incorporate ra pud sa design. So, mora na ako ang perspective.
Okay. So this
And,
Nini echo. Anyway, so we're gonna mix two questions because same person, ra. So first is interior design possible for franchise in business? If yes, how does it work? And number two, do the interior design often hire interior styler or decorators? So let's start with Andre now. So this is from Z Production, by the way.
Andrea?
Sorry, Andre Chan. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Terus mga Andre, mademo no.
Okay, no? Is interior design possible for franchise in business? Oh, I'm not in the field of interior design, no? I'm in the field of interior styling, no? Okay, not licensed, I'm not in an interior design firm also. But any brand, no? It's possible for franchise in business. I tell you, any brand, no? Anything in this world is possible. So if yes, how does it work? It works when people follow you already, that you gave an influence to them, that they believe in the brand. It has become their lifestyle. So you attract distributors, businessmen, investors, even the audience. So daghang kay possible na ko ano. So have some self-confidence and just do it, and then you don't even have to ask that na franchise. You yourself can be franchised, no? Maura jud na ako masulti. And usa tong usa,
do the interior design often hire interior stylers or decorators?
That I do not know. I cannot answer you that because I do not study the data of interior design. But it's really up to the client. It's really up to the client. Kinsa yang ikuan, who she believes, no? who he believes, asa siya nakauyon, no? So it depends on the need and the want of the client and and the brand, no? Mara jud na.
Okay, so mo proceed na lang ko sa next question, Jay, or na kay ma-add? Because I think you also have like, do you have anywhere to go or do you need to go na ba? Andrea?
No, it's okay.
Okay, so we can take our time?
Pwede ra. Pero ito yung caps ng questions.
Yeah, okay. Sige.
So, about the questions in the franchise mo, I think like in general, like franchising, when it's ready for franchise, meaning na test na dyan siya sa market, like more yung feasibility, there's a manual na for it. So I don't know exactly nga na sa nag-ask ka, but mo na akong idea lang sa franchise. Like, it's complete, it's tested, it's proven also, it's feasible, yeah, ready na siya ma-duplicate ka na mura kong Jollibee.
Wala inana sa kuan.
Miss Joel, open yung mic. So yung ana.
Okay.
Okay, go.
Sorry.
So, wala to guys, technical difficulty. Anyways, Z, I think your question, this is already pretty obvious because Andre already showed this in one of his slides wherein he actually placed up one of his artworks he created for a client. So yes, this is possible. The client can ask you to create your own painting or design actually. So how does one get through design? This is from Nonica Concepcion. How does one get through design art blocks? Any tips to it? I can use my mic if it's not too noisy. So Nonica, can you use your mic? What we're gonna do na lang, to make it a bit quick, we can ask one speaker na lang to answer one question. So it doesn't have to be like both of you unless it's addressed. So hi Nonica, sige go.
Gome, ちょっと待って. That's basically my question. I just wanted to know since any of you can answer if since we're kind of running out of time.
So, okay, how does one get through design art blocks? Kana na lang, any tips from any of you? So who wants to answer? Does Andre want to answer? Andre Chan, Andre.
Okay, Nonica.
Hi.
Totomate.
So,
Ohio. Okay, you're Japanese.
konbawa.
All right, no? So, the art block, no? For me, no? I can't afford to have that, no? Because I can't afford my living, so I can't afford to have that. So, butang na si Muutok na can you understand Bisaya?
Hi.
Ay. So, kanang sini, ibutang na si Muutok na kanang sini, face ra jud na jud kay innate na energy na kuan. Ma-exhausted man tatanan. No, ma-exhausted mo sa inyong love life, exhausted mo sa inyong mama. Di ba? So, exhausted jud ta. So, face jud na siya. Kung ganang ka mo inom, inom. Di ba? Unsa pagpawaan na face. So, mura ra gud ganang kuan mo naging ni Joel jud ako na. Ayaw sig trabaho. Pag yoga diha, pag kuan diha na. So, nga na. Arigato gozaimasu, Nonica.
Arigato gozaimasu.
Interesting person.
Ikaw, Andrea, na kayo ma-add or we'll just proceed?
Proceed. Sakto si Dre.
Okay, sige. So, next would be from Joanne De Miguelio.
Hi,
Sorry.
John!
Okay, Kaila de ay. So this is actually addressed to both. As professionals, do you put more consideration into design than functionality? Sige, let's answer Andrea Vergara.
Hi, John. Naman this is John dire. Yung daw mo may di ba I think ang design is the combination of the aesthetics and the functionality man. So part na jud na siya sa design. I think maybe yung gimin kay ang aesthetics ug ang functionality. I think ko ana siya dapat fair mix jud siya of both. Yung mo na lagi ka nang pwede man dyan na kay mga strategies ba ya pero itaro lang yun mo ka ng hanay ba sa imong design na it looks natural lang good ka na more guwapa ra gyapon. Pero na kay dapat equal yun ang consideration ana. Mo na siya.
Andre, are you alive?
Yeah, sorry na ako ito bag.
Okay,
As
go.
professionals, do you put more consideration into design than functionality? Well, design is functionality na, John, no? Just to let you know, no? Function na ng design, marriage na siya sa aesthetic o function. So, yes, when you say design, na siya.
Okay. So let's proceed. I think this is already the last question. So this is from Princess Jade Aquino. Hello, Andrea and Andre.
Hi, Princess.
Tell us about a project which has been your greatest achievement. Sige, let's start with Andrea.
Big question. Big question dyan siya.
Your pinaka-proud moment.
Nag-hope sa ko na kanang nanay. Looking forward sa 2 more projects no pero so far I think it katong mga model units na we were awarded like we were a team of 2, me and my sister, and then we were awarded around mga 60 units, mga mix of studio units, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, and then we had to turn it over like half of it like in 2 years. Pero like it sounds kanang it sounds great pero they just so pretty like kanang you can really see the ugly things in when you're doing it like murag say mag-overnight ang panday the next day ma-realize mo birthday man day sa panday nya murag na ikog ba kay wa siya natug siyang balay nya padadaan na lang nimo cookies kay na oday ka kay ba na birthday niya ngay nana ba so pero ako mga nana na things kay it's great but it also has kanang mga mistakes na nakatod sad nimo ba dagan kaayo.
So ikaw, Andrea, what's your greatest achievement ng project?
I agree with Andrea. And sanay ka ng I think every achievement is the greatest for me. No? So nangita pa jud ko sa greatest kay napamanjoy mas great anak niya, di ba? Murag na kay great grandmother, di ba? Tapos kay great grandmother. So ingana ra. So tanan achievement great, di ba? Achievement good. So nangita pa jud ko kuan Jade no sa kanang kuan kanang achievement na kanang greatest. But kato na nadyo human touch ang achievement para nako kato mga panday ana ingana lahi ra jud no kay ang glory ba kay as a team. So kana siguro akong ma put into heart as a great achievement.
Okay. So we have one last question before we end. So this goes to Andre. What does the curved lines outline represent in your paintings? Does it represent anything, Dre?
Okay, I'll ask you first. No, Z Production, can you turn on your mic? What do you feel? What do you feel of the curved lines?
Islands.
Elegance. Wow, no?
So I mean, like at first I thought it was islands.
Island, sorry. No, elegance. Okay. Pwede, no? So, kana, no? Depende ra dyan na ninyo. So, wala na correct or wrong answer. No? So, art, jud, siguro, kibos ka na interpretation. Kiri, interpretation na nimo. Pero, kana, what does your curve line outline represent in your paintings? A lot of representation. I think it's everything, like, subconsciously, I can't determine it. What, no? Kay, I don't want to sugarcoat also or kanang put a meaning to it, but you know, it's a stitching of all the events. It's a stitching of all the events of my life put into a painting. No? So, mura gatahi ba? Like stitching, no? So, ingana na philosophy.
But does that thing, I mean, like, does the using of wires considered as a mixed media?
Yes, it is. Because there are two naidua ka buko medium no. So acrylic o ang kanang sini o kanang wire.
Thank you.
So that's about our last question for this session. So wala na jud. We're about to end, and I think our speakers also have to have their own responsibilities. It's
Yes, we have to eat also.
Yes,
Dinner,
we're all
dinner.
hungry. It's already dinner,
Tatanan
guys.
mo
My
So
acid
ang
is
mga
going
brain
up.
cells need to process. So I just want to say first, thank you so much for everyone who came. I know there are already people who left, but I want to say thank you to everyone who joined the session for 5 days, especially today. I want to say thank you to Andre Chan and Andrea Vergara. I also want to say thank you to
Thank
everyone
you.
who supported the friends. Nako, thank you so much. I hope you guys wait lang. Anyways, I hope you guys learned a lot, and I'm so grateful for everyone, like mga teachers, like KENNETHCOBONPUE, sila Sharon Bering and Miss Jewel Oliva. Speaking of Miss Jewel, you inspired me to also promote our culture. Love you. And anyways, bye everyone. Thank you once again. Hoping we can do this again someday. Bye.
Thank you so
Bye.
much,
Thank you.
everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Andrea and Andre.
Thank you,
Justina. Claro, thank you.
Arigato gozaimasu.
Arigato gozaimasu.
Nonika.
Nonika.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
San.
Arigato
Arigato gozaimasu.
gozaimasu.